We are here to listen to Hank Williams' memorial album. This is, of course, a posthumous release. Hank Williams was prolific in songwriting in a time when, especially, LPs were not all the rage. So I have listened to two of his LPs, his long playing records, but they were each only 8 tracks as opposed to an even more traditional 12. So, although I have listened to and really enjoyed a lot of, or those two LPs, I feel like I have barely even scratched the surface of some of the best Hank Williams songs. There are many, many singles out there that I've yet to hear, some of which are compiled on this record here. I'm also aware that he had some kind of alter ego or something. I don't really know exactly what to call it, where he was Luke the Drifter. But yeah, I really like Hank Williams. I think his songwriting is particularly visual and poignant and concise. He has very simple arrangements and intimate arrangements, very sparse melodies that are just what they need to be. Like, it's just all of the essentials, which is then why I think it is fodder for other artists to cover, because then they can come in with their own arrangements and stuff and do their own interpretations. But just his like melodies and lyrics that he is responsible for creating are so at times heart-wrenching and beautiful and deeply, deeply human. All right, here we go. Hank Williams Memorial Album in 3, 2, 1.
Your cheating heart will make you weep. You'll cry and cry and try to sleep, but sleep won't come the whole night through. Your cheating heart will tell on you when tears come down like falling rain. You'll toss around and call my name. You'll walk the floor the way I do. Your cheating heart will tell on you.
This guitar work is so beautiful to me.
Your cheating heart will pine someday and crave the love you threw away. The time will come when you'll be blue. Your cheating heart will tell on you when tears come down like falling rain.
Those are those visuals, man.
You'll toss around and call my name. You'll walk the floor the way I do. Your cheating heart will tell on you.
That's interesting. Hank had one of the greatest steel players named Don Helms. His steel riffs are iconic. He also played that great intro to Walking After Midnight for Patsy. I know exactly the one you're talking about immediately. That's really cool. Shout out to Don Helms. And yeah, Hank sang it with so much feeling, just no one better. because I've definitely heard other people do this song, and like maybe more traditionally considered better singers have done it, but Hank's is just so emotive, and like all the like the cracks and the he'll go on to do yodeling and stuff like that. Like it's just it's expressive in a different kind of way that isn't for everybody, and it's not even for me all the time, but something about the way Hank does it just works for me damn near every time. Your tears will come like falling rain. You'll toss around and call my name. You'll walk the floor the way I do. Like you can just, it's not like the craziest stuff ever, but it's so succinct and simple and melodic, and just the way that he's able to strip everything down to its bare essentials is really, really excellent.
Comb your hair and paint and powder. You act proud and I'll act prouder. You sing loud and I'll sing louder. Tonight we're setting the woods on fire. You're my gal and I'm your feller. Dress up in your frock of yeller. I'll look swell, but you look sweller. Setting the woods on fire. We're taking all the honky tonks. Tonight we're having fun.
Okay.
We'll show the folks a brand new dance that never has been done. I don't care who thinks we're silly. You be daffy and I'll be dilly. We'll order up 2 bowls of chili, setting the woods on
2 bowls
fire.
of chili? You crazy man. I'm with you, Eric, until the fruit jar of some old hot. I don't know what that means.
I'll gas up my hot rod stoker. We'll get hotter than a poker. You'll be broke, but I'll be broker. Tonight we're setting the woods on fire. We'll set close to one another. Up one street and down the other. We'll
No, I don't think
have
I'm gonna
a
yeehaw.
time, old brother.
I'll leave it to the pros.
Woods on fire. We'll put aside a little time to fix a flat or two. My tires and tubes are doing fine, but the air is showing through. You clap hands and I'll start bowing. We'll do all the laws allowing. Tomorrow I'll be right back plowing, setting the woods on fire.
He's right back to plowing. Crazy he was in his 20s when he died. He sings like he's lived forever. He sure seems like an old soul the way that he writes these songs, you know? I like that song quite a bit, though. I don't know if I even commented on it. But catchy, jokey lyrics in that one, too. I wish I'd been able to pull up the lyrics there. But just we'll be hotter than a poker. You'll be broke, but I'll be broker. Just like memorable little cute kind of endearing stuff that I like.
The news is out all over town.
Oh,
That you've been seen running round. I know that I should leave, but then I just can't go. You win again.
oh, this one hurts.
This heart of mine could never see whatever body knew but me. Just trust in you was my great sin.
Oh.
What can I do? You win again. I'm sorry for
Quite a few, I think.
your victim now, 'cause soon his head like mine will bow. He'll give his heart, but all in vain. And someday say you win again. You have no heart, you have no shame. You take true love and give the blame. I guess that I should not complain. I love you still. You win again.
The fact that he recorded this one day after a divorce, that's insane. I don't think you could get me out of bed one day after a divorce. Sounds like he's in a world of pain, which also he was in constant pain from a back injury and took lots of pills. Luke the Drifter had more of a gospel tone to it in his songs. That's interesting. You know, speaking to that alter ego type thing, if that really is maybe the idea. Cold Cold he wrote after realizing his marriage was over. Oh my gosh. All right. Hey, some levity.
Say, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me?
Hank wrote, I saw the light.
Hey, sweet baby, don't you think maybe we could find us a brand new recipe? I got a hot rod Ford and a $2 bill, and I know a spot right over the hill. There's soda pop and the dancing's free. So if you wanna have fun, come along with me. Say, hey, good looking,
This is so much
what you got
happier than his other
cooking?
stuff.
How's about cooking something up with me?
I have a $2 bill. It's right. It's in the other room. I've saved it. Okay.
I'm free and ready, so we can go steady. How's about saving all your time for me? No more looking, I know I've been tooken. How's about keeping steady company? I'm gonna throw my date book over the fence and buy me one for 5 or 10 cents.
Ooh.
I'll keep it till it's covered with age, 'cause I'm writing your name down on every page. Say, hey, good looking, what
never heard that
you
whole
got cooking?
Verse.
How's about cooking something up with me?
Interesting. Usually they just loop the $2 bill one. There's a whole secret verse there. I like that. Tennessee Ernie did a great version of this. Yeah, a lot of people. I mean, I love Carl Perkins' version. And I like Tennessee Ernie Ford quite a bit. I've only heard one album of his, but I really enjoyed it.
You thought she cared for you, and so you acted smart. Go
Okay.
on and break you crazy heart. You lived on promises I knew would fall apart. Go on and break you crazy heart.
Oh, this is interesting.
You never would admit you were mistaken. You didn't even know the chances you were taking. I knew you couldn't win. I told you from the start. Go on and break you crazy heart.
Interesting.
I knew you'd wake up and find her missing.
Damn.
I tried my best to warn you, but you wouldn't listen. You told me I was wrong. You thought that you were smart. Go on and break you crazy heart.
That one was very nice. I don't know if I've heard anybody cover that, at least not that I can remember. The steel guitar and violin is by far the most impressive thing on this album. No. I think the most impressive thing is the Hank Williams songwriting. But I do really like the steel guitar and the fiddle, violin, fiddle. Same thing, right? Is that right? That's what I've always thought. South of Mason-Dixon, violin is fiddle. And they're played different. Different genres call them different things. The difference is a fiddle is fun. Okay. All right, I get it, I think.
Came in last night at 10:30. That baby of mine wouldn't let me in, so move it on over.
Move it
on over. Move it on over. Move it on over. Move over, little dog, 'cause the big dog's moving in. She's changed the lock on our front door. My door key don't fit no more, so get it on over. Move it on over.
Oh.
Scoot it on over. Move it on over. Move over, skinny dog, 'cause the fat dog's moving in.
Oh, really? This
This
is...
doghouse here is mighty small, but it's better than no
Yeah,
house
I
at
definitely
all,
hear the
so
Bill Haley
ease
now
it
that you
on
mention
over.
it.
Move it on over. Drag it on over. Move it on
Like the
over.
drums and the way he flows on
'Cause
it.
a new dog's moving in.
Whoa.
She told me not to play around, but I done let the deal go down, so pack it on over. Move it on over. Told it on over. Move it on over. Move over, nice dog, 'cause a mad dog's moving in. She warned me once She warned me twice, but I don't take no one's advice. So scratch it on over, move it on over.
Damn.
Shake it on over, move it on over. Move over, short dog, cause a tall dog's moving in.
This one does have crazy guitar.
She'll crawl back to me on her knees. I'll be busy scratching, please. So slide it on over, move it on over. Sneak it on over, move it on over. Move over, good dog, cause a mad dog's moving in. Remember, pup, before you whine, that side yours and this side mine. So shove it on over, move it on over. Sweep it on over, move it on over. Move over, cold dog, cause a hot dog's moving in.
Damn. That was a freaking hit. That was awesome. Man, he's got some of these little upbeat jams on this one. I can't think of any of the other ones that I had heard that were like super upbeat. All of my favorites were like Moanin' the Blues and like these beautiful heart-wrenching things. Not even necessarily ballads, like some of them are pretty still pleasant and fun enough, but this one and Hey Good Lookin' and even Settin' the Woods on Fire are just like, I mean, they're the inspiration, like somebody said, for Bill Haley's like Rock Around the Clock type shit. Like they're unabashedly joyous and I like it. I like that. The pre-marriage falling apart songs are fun and upbeat. Yeah, I guess maybe that's what it is, huh? And now it's back to sad, which is fine. I'm fine with this.
I try so hard, my dear, to show that you're my every dream. Yet you're afraid each thing I do is just some evil scheme. A memory from your lonesome past keeps us so far apart. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart?
Man.
Another love before my time made your heart sad and blue. And so my heart is paying now for things I didn't do.
That melody's great.
In anger, unkind words are said that make the teardrops start. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart?
This is about, oh my god, his divorce. Like, this is.
You'll never know how much it hurts to see you sit and cry. You know you need and want my love, yet you're afraid to try. Why do you run and hide from life? To try it just ain't smart. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart?
Man.
There was a time when I believed that you belonged to me. But now I know your heart is shackled to a memory.
Oh my god.
The more I learn to care for you, the more we drift apart. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart?
I don't know if it's just because I had the lyrics pulled up for this one, but that one was like, that's tough, man. There was a time when I believed that you belonged to me, but now I know your heart is shackled to a memory. Are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me? That hurts. That hurts. Hillbilly Shakespeare is such a tough moniker. That's so crazy. That's exactly what it feels like, too. You'll never know how much it hurts to see you sit and cry. You know you need and want my love, yet you're afraid to try. Why do you run and hide from life? To try it just ain't smart. Why can't I free your doubtful mind and melt your cold, cold heart? Ugh. I would never be able to win an argument with that man. If we were ever having a fight, you know, he'd be like real calm and composed. I'd be like losing my head, like screaming at him and stuff. And then he would just hit me with like a one-liner that would just freeze me. You know, he would just be like, your heart is shackled to a memory. And I would just melt in place. That silver-tongued devil.
Elijah was a wooden Indian standing by the door.
All right, we heard this one before.
He fell in love with an Indian maid over in the antique store. Kaw-Liga,
that's how it's pronounced. Okay.
just stood there and never let it show. So she could never answer yes or no. He always wore his Sunday feathers and held a tomahawk. The maiden wore her beads and braids and hoped someday he'd talk.
Wait, so he wrote this? Okay, this is like a whole other type of song now. This is like a story.
Too stubborn to ever show a sign, because his heart was made of knotty pine. Oh, Elijah, he never got a kiss. Oh, Elijah, he don't know what he missed. Is he any wonder that his face is red? Elijah, that poor old wooden head.
These little upbeat ones. I like it. Unless the story's sad.
Elijah was a lonely Indian, never went nowhere. His heart was set on the Indian maid with the coal black hair.
Okay.
Elijah.
Okay, so this is the girl. I'm getting it.
Just stood there and never let it show. So she could never answer yes or no.
He never made a move. I got it.
And then one day a wealthy customer bought the Indian maid and took her oh so far away, but old Elijah stayed. Elijah just stands there as lonely as can be and wishes he was still an old pine tree. Oh, Elijah, he never got a kiss. Oh, Elijah, he don't know what he missed. Is he any wonder that his face is red? Elijah, that poor old wooden head.
He was a wooden Indian, so he never made a move. Yeah, I guess I, despite having heard the song yesterday as well, didn't fully get the song there in the specifics, but I did like it, and I like again the scope that it expands his. Just in time for a Zakk rant. What is wrong with me? This was a part of his last recording session. He also recorded "Your Cheatin' Heart." I could never be ashamed of you and take these chains from my heart. Interesting. All right, here's this one.
Everybody says you'll let me down. I should be ashamed to take you around. Makes no difference what you used to do. Darling, I could never be ashamed of you.
Okay, all right.
Maybe you were reckless yesterday, but together we can find a brighter way. In my heart, I know that you'll come through. Darling, I could never be ashamed of you. I've ever known. Came the day you said you'd be my own.
Okay, rude, you were married before, but okay,
And
whatever.
it matters not what we go through. Darling, I could never be ashamed of you. Maybe you've been cheated in the past, and perhaps those memories will always last. Even though you proved to be untrue, darling, I could never be ashamed of you.
That one was beautiful. He was floating on that one. I like that one. That one was nice and, affirming. His melody on there with that nice plinking beat. Something about that one was nice. Sweet and heartening.
If you love me
Do I have bonus
as
tracks
much
on here?
as I love you,
Oh, I do. We're in bonus track land.
you wouldn't worry me half as much as you do. You're nice to me when there's no one else around. You only build me up to let me down. If you missed me half as much as I miss you, you wouldn't stay away half as much as you do. I know that I would never be this blue if you only loved me half as much as I love you.
I like that.
As I love you.
That's so catchy. I like that.
You wouldn't worry me half as much as you do. You're nice to me when there's no one else around. You only build me up to let me down. If you miss me half as much as I miss you, you wouldn't stay away half as much as you do. I know that I would never be this blue if you only loved me half as much as I love you.
It is such a shame with to lose him, Jim Reeves, Patsy Cline. Like, I was definitely aware that rock and roll loses a lot of people really young, and that's kind of like the stereotype even into the 60s and 70s and whatever, that it's the hard life for the sex, drugs, and rock and roll. But it's like country was also having a lot of that same stuff going on, and I guess I was not really aware of that. That so many bright young stars, passed away super young, which is unfortunate. Sucks. What a world it could have been with Jim and Patsy and Hank and Johnny and all these other people, It's a shame.
I could say it's over now, that I was glad to see you go. for the way I'm feeling. My lips could tell a lie, but my heart would know. It's a sin to make me cry.
This is in Cars. It's been a while since I've seen Cars. Gotta say, gotta admit.
I love you so. I could tell my heart that I don't miss you. My lips could tell a lie, but my heart would know. I could give you all the blame, but I'm sure the truth would show. I could tell this world I've found a new love. My lips could tell a lie, but my heart would know. I can't fool my crying heart, 'cause it knows I need you so. I could tell my heart I'm glad we parted. My lips could tell a lie, but my heart would know.
Also beautiful. You know, these songs all are pretty similar in their arrangement and stuff like that, so not a ton of original stuff to say to that one, and probably the last one as well, but very nice. I've enjoyed just about every single one of these tracks. I think literally probably every one of them has gotten a star. Yep, so far. It's just good stuff, man.
You've known so long that you were wrong, but still you had your way. You told her lies and alibis and hurt her more each day. But now your conscience bothers you. You've reached your journey's end. You're asking me for sympathy. I'm sorry for you, my friend.
Oh, damn.
You laughed inside each time she cried. You tried to make her blue. She tagged along through right and wrong because she worshipped you. You know that you're the one to blame. There's no use to pretend. Today's the day you start to pay. I'm sorry for you, my friend. Today as she walked arm in arm at someone else's side, it made you stop and realize that time has turned the tide. You should have known you'd be alone, 'cause cheaters never win. You tried and lost, now pay the cost. I'm sorry for you, my friend.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I gave them all the stars because they deserve them, as somebody said. They're great. They're great. I mean, it's kind of a if you like Hank Williams, you're gonna like all these songs because they are just more of that sparse instrumentation, those melodies, those. I mean, like I said a couple of times, I think this kind of expands his scope a little bit from the first two LPs. He's got a little more upbeat ones, some more fun ones, but then he also hits you with the sad ballads and the mournful perspectives. I don't know if there's any that are like the quite as high though, because if I go to Hank Williams here and I look at Moanin' the Blues, there are some really, really good songs on here. Someday You'll Call My Name is insane, but that is a bonus track. Moanin' the Blues, the title track. I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry. I'm a Long Gone Daddy. I think that one was actually pretty upbeat. But no, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this one does hold just as much weight. Maybe I'm just holding these two in a more nostalgic light. But then the next one that I wanted to do when we circle back to Hank is Luke the Drifter down there. But then I guess there's also I Saw the Light, the gospel one. So I don't know. But I figured that the four main ones were the orange one here, the blue one here, the one we just did, and then Luke the Drifter. Mostly because I liked the colors. They appealed to my tiny brain. But then all it says popular tracks are all from Moanin' the Blues and Memorial album, so maybe we did get all the big ones. I don't know. In any case, that was great. I like that. A bunch more Hank Williams songs, exactly what I was hoping for. That was Hank Williams' Memorial album. R.I.P. to one of the most gifted country songwriters of his time. Beautiful perspective, the way he's able to translate, you know, obviously real life struggles into these songs that are so stripped back and accessible and human is incredible. Nothing fancy, nothing that like makes you sit there and go like, what is he talking about? It's like it's all just so laid bare and plain and self-conscious, you know, very vulnerable. And I think that is admirable. I think that's admiral. We'll close it on that. I think that's admiral, he says. What a fuck.